Singers Clubhouse. Gear, effects, tips and tricks. Your complete vocal experience. Oh, and Tom and Craig.
Merry Christmas.
Happy non-denominational holiday season time.
Oh gosh, it's that time again. Everybody's bought their gifts and the trees. Hey, we decorated the place. Look.
Nice job, Tom. I appreciate you bringing the festive cheer.
Well, thank you. Thought I'd make it gay.
Last time we did some beer, and this time we don't have rum and eggnog. But I have a feeling if anyone's in the office next week, there might be some Baileys that kind of creeps into the coffee, which would be kind of nice.
That'll be you, right? It ain't gonna be me.
Tom, in the spirit of the holiday season. Right. May I offer you an orange? A delicious orange.
Let me take one.
Ah, excellent. Wow, that was enjoyable for both
placed.
of us. So we were talking about these a little off camera that I don't know if is it a U.S. thing or a rest of the world thing to get these in your stocking. So Mandarin oranges, that's perfect. Although the good ones are considered the Japanese Mandarin oranges, which is kind of a hilarious branding fail. They should just be Japanese oranges that are good. But anyways, I'll put my one back strategically.
Yeah,
there we go. And Lance Armstrong. Sorry.
Sorry, that's horrible. Moving on, Craig. I think these people are bored now. Let's move on.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, Barnabas from Barcelona, actually. Nobody actually called in about this, but I think it's really important for us to share for the folks.
Yeah, for sure.
Whenever you sing, you got a guitar and you're singing, you're using one of our presets, you're singing along.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's great. But when you sing up, the harmonies always go up. And when you sing down, like you, ba-da-da-da, the harmonies always go ba-da-da-da, right? They always do that.
Sure.
Harmonies don't always do that. Sometimes you'd like to change it up a little bit.
As if you're the singer who maybe your range craps out and you need to drop below or something like that, or just musically you make that choice.
That's one thing to do, but also just to make it more interesting, it's called counterpoint.
Okay.
I'm not a musical theorist, but I play one here at TC Telecom.
I do not play musical theorist.
So what we really want to show you is, on the beautiful Voice Live 3, you can use one of these.
A keyboard.
This beautiful Behringer, really handy little USB controller.
Okay, cool.
And you can use a Voice Live 3, which I have here.
Okay, so we'll go there. There we go.
Here's the Voice Live 3
it
right
says
here.
MIDI notes tight.
Yeah, these are presets that are already in the box.
Okay.
And when you hook up a MIDI cable to the MIDI input.
Oh, hold on. Dude, we can't see the input down there. That's okay.
There you go. Input
the hardware MIDI input.
You can't see it anywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
The hardware, the one that has this big fat jack on it. You hook that up, you go into setup, and you go over to the MIDI tab, and you turn the source to MIDI ports. This is really important because it came set to USB, and that's to allow you to use voice support and transmit presets and firmware updates, but you got to set it to MIDI ports.
That's our little tip, actually, is that if you've set it to MIDI ports, and you're using a hardware MIDI device, and then you want to connect to voice support, don't forget to set it back.
Right, because then you'll be very, very confused.
Exactly.
But then your MIDI keyboard will still work.
That's true.
Okay, so anyway.
Okay.
So that's set there. So let me pull in my omnipresent microphone.
Okay.
Hello, check. So this is kind of cool because this is a mix of my voice and harmony voices. Okay. You're probably wondering how I did that. For those of you that haven't seen this, this is one of the lesser known but still really cool features. So if you go I just sang one note or else you can go da 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 da. Did that ever sound Christmassy?
That does. That sounds awesome.
It sounds like a choir. Anyway, we have several presets in here called notes. It says MIDI notes, and then they, different variations: tight, loose.
Okay.
Females.
And so the tight and loose is just a combinations of gender and the
timing mostly and humanization.
And
they go a little bit more out of tune, like humans do.
Sure.
And they come a little bit late. They start a little bit late. So here's the male.
Okay.
And so I'm building some presets for you folks out there that take advantage of this. And if you have the new version Build 350 firmware for Voice Live 3 that is available on voice support, we've upgraded the synth.
Right, yes, so you can control it with MIDI now.
Now you can control the synth with MIDI. So those onboard synth waveforms plus your your phonemes make some really cool sounds.
Nice.
None of which we have on display today.
No, but we have another kind of ish thing that I'll do later. But...
Seeing how it's Christmas, I figured Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I wish I could play keyboard.
Or you can do even like. And that's one of the new ones, and it sounds kind of choirish. Yeah. Also built this other one, which is kind of cool because you can do like a mono vocoder. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, if I went back to this for a second, and I did go down an octave.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to do something very sort of Christmassy. Santa baby, hurry round the Christmas tonight. All right, and hurry down the Christmas tonight. So you can hear I'm sort of singing along with it because I know what the melodies are.
Sure.
But you could just go, Santa baby, hurry round the Christmas tonight. This is cool for you guys that don't sing at all. Mm-hmm. If you could play, even if you can play hunt and peck kind of keyboard, you could actually produce a really cool sounding vocal. So anyway, that's MIDI notes mode. It's available in Voice Live 3, always has been.
Yeah.
And in Voice Live 2 and Voice Live Play GTX and Extreme. And now the version Build 350's got the new updates.
Oh, so Touch and Touch 2 both have MIDI notes mode as well.
That's true. Yeah. So I'll hand this over to Craig.
To me. Okay.
And now he's going to do something really cool. I'll change the preset.
Now, I was supposed to have done a bumper before that, but we'll count this part as analysis paralysis, and then we'll just get out of here.
Yeah,
it's fine. Okay, here we go. All right. So
you're going to hold that?
Yeah, I can hold this and do it at the same time.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can you chew some gum too?
I can fire a gun as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually move us over to the other frame here where we get to watch the video at the same time. And it was funny because Tom sort of said, hey, is there something we can use to create, well, that's a perfect shot.
Right off the bat.
Is there something we can use to do, a modern song? And we tried to find, where are people doing these counterpoint harmonies and stuff, and I had a hard time finding something. Yeah. But I was going through sort of the Billboard 100 just to see what was out there. And this Lean On song by Major Lazer and DJ Snake.
Ooh, what by what?
Featuring Mo or not featuring like 20 other people. They have this cool little synth part that I'll let you hear, and what I did is I created a preset that's a combination of a harmony voice set to unison, so similar as that mono vocal one that you did. You've got a harmony voice set to unison, controlled by MIDI notes with the lead turned off, so there's no lead being generated. So if I talk into here, there's absolutely nothing. But if I push,
then now you can hear me.
And what I've done is I also added some transducer in there, some big reverb, some stuff to kind of make it sound a little bit more like what this effect is. And it's a specific little hook bit in the song that I wanted to show you that we could get pretty close to replicating. Yeah. So let's let this run here. Okay, so you got that.
That's the guys doing it.
But that's the thing. So it's in the wrong key, right? Or it's in the wrong octave. So what I did is I applied a transposition, so I can still just sing my normal voice. I can play it in the right key, and it comes out as.
So we changed the octave here.
Octave up. And it actually works quite effectively, especially in the context of the song.
Sure.
And so I just needed to learn how to play my little, bad ham-fisted version of that thing. But it was quite a fun challenge to kind of think of what is the sound that they're making. It's obviously not exactly what I'm going to be able to make.
It's a sampler because it's instrumental shifting.
Exactly. So there's all these little limitations that I couldn't sort of just go straight to an effect in VL3. But it got me thinking about what could I kind of replicate it with? So I ended up, like I said, using that harmony voice. Yeah. I then added choir to it as well.
Okay, that thickens it out and makes it like gang vocal.
Exactly. Kind of and then gives it the distortion in there with the transducer. And it was a lot of kind of hunting and pecking through there to see how much is too much fuzz and how much is not enough to get that little bit of robot.
And that preset will be in the pack that we give out next year.
And what you'd want to do obviously is just switch to that preset for that specific moment, or set everything to hit and then do it as a hit where it would change.
Because if you turn harmony off now, you've
now I can just talk.
Yeah,
and then goes back the other way. So just kind of a fun way to put something together that's a more of a snapshot of a special effect they might use in a little place. You could do something similar with that Justin Bieber song that Skrillex did with him, where there's that little keyboard run.
Oh, of course, that one.
I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
I don't know any of this pop stuff.
Cool. Well, that brings us to the end. I want to wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah. And if you don't celebrate either of those things, then just go celebrate whatever you want to celebrate.
Peace and prosperity and a beautiful time of the year. Okay?
Oh, wow. Okay, you come with the eloquent thing at the beginning. I'll just eat some orange.
I'll eat some orange. Bye.
All right, take it easy.